All right, good morning, everyone. This is going to be a really short video. I'm getting ready to go live here in a little bit, so I wanted to go ahead and address some questions that I got quite a few of these in my last live stream and after the live stream. A few of the viewers asking questions about the difference between the laserpecker 2 and the laserpecker 3. So that's something we're going to address today. I have both of them here in the studio, guys, as you can see here. So we're going to talk about both of these devices here real quick. Their strong points, their similarities, and possibly some of their weaknesses, depending on which model you decide to go with. Okay. So like I said, we have both of them here in the studio. We have the laserpecker 2, which is the first one that you see here. And the second one in the shot is the laserpecker 3. Now, I have both of these. These were sent to me by Laserpecker. So, of course, guys, anything that I create, my opinions are going to always be my own. But let's take a quick look at the two devices and what they have to offer for you as a content creator, as a creative. Maybe you want to use these for your business, your church, your school, whatever the case is going to be. I've used these for a number of different things. I've engraved water bottles, stone coasters, metal pendants. I've even engraved with the fiber laser on some of my Sony batteries just so I could put my company name on them so they don't come up missing and they, walk away from on a photo shoot or something like that. There's a number of accessories that are available for these two different devices. One of them is this third axis that you see right here, and that's what we use for creating things like the water bottle. But the third axis actually does something different on each one of the devices. So let's kind of talk about that just a little bit. So the third axis, which is this component right here, if you get the third axis for the laserpecker 2, this has three main features. And the three features are going to be your slab mode, your trolley mode, and your cylinder mode. So cylinder is going to be if you're going to engrave on something like a water bottle. Slab is if you're having a piece of wood that's going to run across this, a longer piece of wood you want to engrave on. And then trolley mode is when this is actually upside down and it's rolling kind of like a little vacuum, like a little rolling vacuum. And it also comes with the laserpecker 2. You're going to get these two little magnetic connectable guiders with these little built-in ball bearings. Now that only comes with this device for the laserpecker 2. If you purchase the laserpecker 3 with the third axis, it does not come with these two components here, nor does it come with the there's like a little C bracket. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so it also does not come with this C bracket. And what this bracket does is you use this to mount the laser like this onto this little rolling trolley. And what that'll allow you to do is to be able to engrave on longer surfaces, just kind of going in a straight line. But this accessory also does not come with the version for the laserpecker 3, but it does come if you get the third axis for the laserpecker 2. All right, so let's move on. Let's talk a little bit more about the lasers in general. So both of the lasers can engrave on metal. They can both engrave on plastic, and they can both engrave on stone. Where they differ, this is a fiber laser, where this is a diode laser. Diode lasers are going to be better for like your wood, plastic, paper. It also can cut, like up to 3 millimeter wood, things like that with a number of passes. This is going to be, a better solution for someone who's looking for a laser. There's kind of an all-in-one unit that can do kind of pretty much everything. I think the laserpecker 2 is going to be a better, selection for you. The laserpecker 3, for those out there who are doing mostly metal work, mostly plastic. So you're doing things like, engraving on anything that's plastic, like this little belt clip, or maybe you're doing some stone coasters and things like that. Or anything, like I said, that is metal. This is going to be ideal for that because this is a 10-watt fiber laser versus a 5-watt diode laser. Now, don't let the wattage confuse you because these are very powerful lasers. They're very good at what they do. Now, there is a focal distance between the two lasers. This one has a 130 millimeter focus distance, where this one has a 110 millimeter focus distance. Okay, so that just means from where the laser originates from the head, it has to be exactly on this one specifically 110 millimeters above the surface. And as far as the fiber laser, it needs to be 130 millimeters above the surface. Okay, so their price range, they're right within the same price range. It just depends on the accessories you go with. Both of these can be used handheld. One of the things that I do like about the laserpecker 3 is that it has this built-in jig that's already pre-drilled, and you can just go in here and line up your different materials, and can do more batch engraving. So if you're doing things like business cards, especially like these metal business cards and things like this, it's just going to be so much easier where you engrave one, take it out, put another one in, and on and on and on and so on and so on. That's just going to make it more efficient for you. So again, like I said, it depends on how you're going to use the device. Now, the laserpecker 2, I have found a few accessories over on Amazon that have worked out really nicely for me. I found this heat sink for about $9 or $10. And this is excellent if you're going to be cutting something, because it allows the heat, prevents the heat from, concentrating on the wood or whatever it is you're cutting. And, the laser, you'll start to see the laser just start to appear in these little columns. But this comes in really handy for cutting. And I also found a jig that works with the laserpecker 2. It wasn't designed to be used as a jig. Basically what it is a jewelry wrapping little platform. Let me show you guys. So this little jig here I got on Amazon, and this is what most people would use if they were wrapping jewelry. So let me give you guys a better look at this. So if you were doing some jewelry wrapping or something like that, or you're using like wires to create jewelry, this is one of the devices you could use. But as you can see, it's pre-drilled, so that makes it perfect to be utilized as a jig. So you can take, basically the same thing. I can line up, that's a bad example, but I could line up business cards or something on this if I was engraving it with the laserpecker 2 and basically get the same result. And I found this on Amazon for like $19, and that comes with all the little these little nibs or whatever you call these little things. They come with it. So yeah, this is really nice, and it's very compact and very inexpensive, and it is actually the exact same size as the surface of the working surface of the laser. So let me show you what I mean by that. So if I take the jig and line it up, it is exactly the right size to fit underneath the laser. Okay, and that's going to be the same for the heat sink. It is exactly the same size, and it fits perfectly under the laser. You're going to be able to focus and cut and things like that. So, hopefully, guys, this little short video kind of gives you guys some insight between the two different lasers. Of course, I talk about these a lot on my live stream. So if you have some, burning questions and this video is not giving you enough information, you're more than welcome to pop into my live stream. Ask questions, have me do demos. I will do live demos. I usually do it every night. I pick something and engrave it or cut it or something like that with these devices. So come on through over on Amazon. You can find me at romeknowstech.live. That will take you to my Amazon page. So again, hopefully this little short video will help some of you guys out with questions that you're having about this device, because I know a lot of you or on the fence. You don't know which one is going to be the best device for you. So these are the two that I currently have here in the studio. I've used them, the laserpecker 2 especially, I've used for over the last 2 months, almost on a daily basis, and I've been able to create some amazing things with it. Now, the laserpecker 3 is very new to me. I just recently received it from laserpecker, but I have been using it a lot since I have received it, and I've done a number of engravings here in the studio. things like on these little business cards. Here's just a few examples of things that I was, just testing out on some of these metal business cards. So yeah, it has a lot of potential, guys. Another one here. This is something else that I engraved. Like I said, one of the buckles for one of my backpacks, my photography backpacks. And what else did I do? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did engrave a couple of, or should I say mark up a couple of my Sony batteries. I just put my company name on there in case they come up missing or walk off. I'll be able to easily spot them across the room because, that's one of the issues that I run into. And I was even playing with some ideas of, some of the accessories that I use on this camera, just as an experiment, maybe on the Ninja, just a little bit of branding somewhere on a corner so I can always identify my gear versus someone else's gear, especially if I'm loaning this to someone or, I'm in an environment where there's multiple photographers working and, we have a tendency to walk away from our gear. So, I think that's going to be an excellent way that you can mark your gear. I'm talking, straight to my photographers out there. But like I said, guys, you're only limited by your imagination. So hopefully this little short video has been helpful to somebody out there who's thinking about one of these lasers and they're kind of on the fence and they don't know which one is going to be the best one for them. Like I said, that's what I'm here for. So come through, leave your comments down here. Leave your questions down in the comments here on YouTube, or just pop over to my Amazon stream. I'm live sometimes twice a day, but definitely at 7 p.m. Central Time. So yeah, come on through, ask your questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. All right, guys, until then, I will catch you all in the next video. Stay safe. You know how we do it. All right, I will see y'all all soon. Peace. I'm out.